Hi, welcome to How to D&D. My name is Fred Wheeler. Today I want to showcase my Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator miniatures. So years ago I used to play Warhammer 40,000 and I had a Necron army because I really loved the idea of having Terminators walking across a battlefield. What's not to like about the Terminator movies, particularly the first one and the second one? Necrons are Games Workshop's attempt to basically make a robot army, and they've pretty much stolen the idea of robots and Terminators from the Terminator movie. As a result, I decided to make a very specific army for myself that was based off the Terminator Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. I decided to convert a whole bunch of miniatures from the Imperial Guard and the Necron's basic core set miniatures. The result was a whole bunch of Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator-like miniatures, and some of them are sort of based off loosely the second Terminator from the second Terminator movie, the one that could change their form in some way. I've also done some things that are pretty radical and make no sense whatsoever. It took me a very long time to actually figure out how to convert the miniatures over from the Necron army and the Imperial Guard, because those particular miniatures have a different scale. The Necron miniatures are much taller and the Imperial Guard are quite a lot shorter. It took me even longer to actually assemble the miniatures, and by trial and error I figured it out over time. I had my brother sort of alongside me. He was helping out a little bit here and there, and you'll see some of his work here as well. I sprayed everything with Chaos Black as my undercoat. I then filled in the unpainted areas with Chaos Black with just a brush. Once everything was dried, I painted the flesh areas with red and a range of pink. I used a dry brushing method because that's all I really knew how to do. The metal and machine parts I used a dry brush and I put on dark and light silver colours. I then picked out the rest of the details with different colours, and that's what you see right before you. The Terminator miniatures that I've got here are essentially things that I will never sell or give away. They really mean far too much to me. So what has this got to do with Dungeons and Dragons? Well, I thought you would be interested, but also too, I actually included Terminator self-repairing robots in my Dungeons and Dragons game one day. D&D X-Files. But I think that's going to have to be another video because that's a longer story than this one's going to be. So right now you can't really see very much, so I thought what I would do is I would display each one up close so you can have a look at them.